Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So it's around 7:30 am when I'm shooting this video, the introductory part at least. I'm from running an errand. I have a face mask on, sticking to the government directives as stipulated in a bid to curb the spread of the COVID-19. I have this blue face mask on, matching with my top, try to keep trendy. We have a number of face masks that are circulating that the government is even recommending. So we have the cloth face mask, we have the medical face masks, which are the surgical masks, and the N95s. Guys could be a bit perturbed as to why I am having the cloth mask on when I'm a medical personnel, and ostensibly I am exposed to a supply of the medical masks. So I will let you guys in on the reason why I'm using a cloth mask, in what scenario I use the cloth mask, in which other scenario I use the medical masks. And I will also bring up the issue of my beard or lack thereof. So kindly stay tuned, because towards the end we will touch on the last video, and I'm hoping this clip will keep you guys enthralled and educated in almost equal measure. And if one overweighs the other, then let it be you guys being enthralled more than being educated. Studies have shown that the cloth face mask, which I'm using now, does not prevent negative individuals from contacting COVID. It's not so effective as the other two types of masks. So why am I using it as a daily driver? At this point, we will digress to another video which will explain this. The main reason why people are wearing face masks is to prevent them who are positive from infecting other individuals who are negative. Initially, face masks are not being rolled out to the general population, but after governments figured out that even asymptomatic individuals could be infective, it was recommended that people wear face masks. Now, in economies that mass testing is available, this recommendation wasn't compulsory, but in our country, testing isn't that rampant, and it's not accessible to everyone financially, and even just having the kits ready for you to do the test. So the government rolled out compulsory face masks so that people who are positive, people who are positive and asymptomatic and who don't know they have the disease cannot unwittingly infect other individuals. So that's the main reason why people are wearing face masks. So the same way you tell people to cough into a handkerchief or to cough into their elbows and just not cough directly, that's how the cloth mask works, so that droplets cannot pass through it, and symptomatic individuals, or so that infected individuals, either symptomatic or asymptomatic, will not be able to suffuse their surroundings with the droplets. So that's why I wear the mask. The other reason why I wear this mask is it is relatively inexpensive and available. It does not accord a lot of financial burden on individuals. Yeah, and over and above, I am complying to the directives by the government. Cloth masks work well if you are following the other stipulations. If you are washing your hands, if you are doing social distancing. As you can see, I'm all alone here. I'll have you know the camera is being held by an eagle that I have commissioned to do the work for me. So when I'm in the hospital, when you're seeing patients, it's so hard for you to see patients at a distance that's more than a meter away. They'll be close to you, they'll be talking to you. So patients are required to wear face masks. But since you will be close to them, you need a face mask that will not be able to absorb the droplets that they emit at you. So cloth mask definitely won't work. That's where the surgical mask comes in. It has 3 layers. The outer layer, the colored one, is water repellent, so that if the patient is talking at you, COVID positive patient close to me, I want to look at their throat and they cough or they just talk and droplets come, I won't be able to absorb them. If I'm COVID positive and I'm talking to them, the absorbent layer absorbs my droplets and they won't be able to get it. There's a middle layer that's a filter too. So in the hospital, medics at the very least need to wear the surgical mask. Now, when you are working in inpatient, COVID is transmitted via 2 means. Either droplets, which is the most prevalent form. Now, droplets are like drops of water that are smaller. So once you talk and the spittle comes out of your mouth in forms of droplets, it falls onto the surface. It doesn't go far. It goes to a vicinity of around 1 meter. Ergo, the reason why there's the 1 meter directive. So droplets drop on surfaces. That's why you have to clean your surfaces. You have to clean your hands because you'll be getting those droplets. However, when you are in inpatient are patients who are really sick. They might need certain procedures. They might need intubation, chest physiotherapy. These procedures produce aerosols. Aerosols are smaller than droplets. We could say they are droplets of droplets. Okay, droplets of droplets of droplets, because they are really small. So these aerosols do not fall onto surfaces, they hang in the air so that it's easy for you to breathe it in. So doctors who are working in inpatient, especially areas where like ICU, where you intubate and where you do chest physiotherapy, where you do bronchoscopy, you have to use a different type of mask. So that's where the N95 mask comes in. So this is my N95. I've been seeing individuals walking around with N95s thinking that they absolutely need it, but I guess healthcare is holistic. You want to have the peace of mind. So if it makes them more calm, good for them. But the only thing that they are doing is that they are driving prices of these N95s and the surgical masks up, and doctors and healthcare facilities that really need them are not able to easily access them. First of all, because supply is limited. Because supply is limited and demand is increased, the prices inevitably go up. Yes, business education 101 by his truly. So the N95s are more useful in inpatient setups, and when I'm working in inpatient, I normally wear an N95 mask. So the N95 mask is supposed to form a seal around your mouth. I'll just move it so I can speak comfortably. It's supposed to form a seal around your mouth and your nose, so that all the air that you breathe in is filtered through this particle, and aerosols are not of COVID-19 are not inhaled by you. Now, for it to form a good seal around your mouth, you have to have limited barriers around your mouth and around your face. And that's where my beard comes in, or lack of a beard comes in. I used to have a very lush beard. I was quite the looker. Those were the days. Yes. I'm coughing because I cannot cry. But I had to shave my beard. A beard that stood the test of time. That stood the test of authority. Many people have tried to get me to shave it, but only COVID made me shave it. Because when I'm putting on the N95 and I need a seal around my mouth and if I have hair, a lot of hair around, then imagine there's a lot of hair here. In fact, this stubble is in. I need to go shave this stubble, but just leave a little goatee here so I can save face. Get it? Save face, save stubble, save face. Okay. So I will shave, and that way the N95 can form a good seal. And when I'm in an environment where aerosols are being produced in inpatient people who are admitted being intubated, then I have less chance of being infected. So that's all we had for you today. Oh, that's not all. There's more coming up. But basically, all you need to do is wear a cloth face mask when you're running your day-to-day errands. Leave the surgical mask and the N95s to the healthcare practitioners. Don't burden yourself financially, but if you feel it will give you peace of mind, wear whichever mask you want to wear, even if it breaks the bank. But make sure you wash your hands, make sure you keep the social distance. The last video that we shot, the first video that we shot, the introduction video, the audio wasn't good. I wasn't staring at the camera. You guys wanted me to stare at the camera, and some of you felt like it was a disservice, and quite frankly, maybe it was a bit, but we were creating room for improvement, as you can see if you compare this to the other one. Anyway, people wanted to be entertained, they don't know, and if it's entertainment you want, it's entertainment you're going to get.
Fess café banga, 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 banga. Ding, 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 dong. People like Amanda Wilson. Dieu les please fire ban. Oui, ma aime femme. Hypocrite, je t'étrangle. Hypocrite. Fess café banga. Tic, tac.